Ciaran here from Boxing Bants. I'm here with Irish welterweight Keane Mc Mahon. Keane, how are you doing?
I'm good, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got a big fight now coming up against Dean Sutherland in Aberdeen for the BUI welterweight title. So that was previously held by Jay Byrne, who obviously fought Paddy Gallagher for it, and then obviously Paddy vacated when he went to the WBO. Yeah. How are you feeling about the fight?
Yeah, feeling good. Obviously, after putting in a good 6-7 weeks training camp, and 2 weeks left. Feeling brilliant. I'm sharp, sparring well. Weight is good. Everything's good. Yeah.
How's your sparring going anyway? I know you're sparring Declan Gardy, who has his own big fight coming up. So you're getting a lot of high quality sparring coming in, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm at the minute doing loads of sparring. We're up sparring Paddy Gallagher, Stephen Donnelly, Owen O'Neill, Graham McCormick. We're up with Aaron Gettins last week, and obviously with Deco, because we're trying to get as many southpaws as we can. Obviously we're finding a southpaw and we're getting some quality sparring. Yeah, feeling brilliant.
That's crazy that you're sparring Paddy Gallagher after he's vacated. But in terms of last year when you won on the Celtic Clash, you said that you would be very interested in fighting Jay Byrne.
Yeah.
Jay, who I'm actually speaking to next week, is very keen on coming back and fighting. Is that still someone that you'd be looking to fight?
Well, I just wanted to fight whoever had the belts. No disrespect towards Jay, he's a nice bloke and we've done some sparring together, but yeah, I think it's a big domestic fight, and it's a fight I wanted at the time, but now the belt is vacant, so whoever has the title, that's who I want.
But if he still had the belt, he would have vacated and let you fight for it and then fought the winner. You know, you look at his record now, the people that he's lost to, it's mostly matchroom fighters really, so maybe that could be organised for an Irish title. Maybe
it's a fight I'd love for an Irish title. Yeah, that's a great fight. Yeah, if that fight was to happen, I'd take that fight in a heartbeat and beat him as well.
Originally, in terms of your weight starting out, can you move between welterweight or super welter, or are you interested in fighting anyone in those weight classes at all?
I think I'm big enough to fight a super welterweight as well. I'm 6'1", like, you know what I mean. I'm quite big for the weight, but I can make welterweight easy. So wherever the opportunities come up, I'll fight either way. Yeah.
Have you been watching much of Dean? Like he has an identical record to you. Like, so how are you feeling about him as a fighter and his past opponents? Like,
yeah, he's a good fighter. Very good fighter. Good southpaw, slick. But I don't think he's fought anybody like me. He's not going to fight anyone as big and strong as me. We actually went off to watch him in Glasgow. In his last fight, he fought a solid journeyman, and the journeyman gave him trouble. You know what I mean? And he's not going to be able to take the shots he took against me. And I think I'm going to finish him. Yeah.
So after this fight now, let's say you've won the fight, you have the belt. What do you want to do next after this? Would you want to get an Irish title, or do you want to defend it in Ireland? What would you like to do? Because obviously you're being the away fighter now. You're going up to Glasgow. I know Jay himself did that many times. He's had to go up to those dinner shows. So what would you like to do next after it?
Ideally, I'd like to fight for an Irish title. Obviously, it's a big belt. Some big names have held it. So ideally, I'd like to fight for an Irish title. But if I have to sit and defend, then I will. You know what I mean? But either or for me. But obviously, I want to win an Irish title. Yeah.
Is there any particular names in your radar that you'd like to fight for the Irish title?
Whoever wants to fight, it doesn't bother me. I think I'm the best welterweight in Ireland. So whoever wants to fight, they can get the fight. I've called out people in the past. I'm not going to go into that, but it is what it is. And whoever wants to fight, anybody.
You're locally from around this area. How did you get involved in boxing?
I started boxing when I was 8. The first fight I seen on the telly was Michael Gomez was fighting against, I think it was Alexander. I was watching it with my granddad, and my granddad knew me trainer Richard Foxwell. I just said, "How can I join the box club?" And he said, "Yeah." And that's what happened. Haven't looked back since.
Really, yeah. And in terms of when was the time you decided to turn pro?
Well,
what was the moment? Should I say? You know.
I was at the, obviously I won a lot of Irish titles as an amateur and stuff, and I just thought amateur boxing was just going stale. It was just stinking at the time. I didn't really want to be want an amateur boxer. So I said I might as well take a plunge into the pros. And initially I signed with Frank Stacey, and the show fell through, and then David came on board then as my manager, and it's gone from strength to strength. Like.
Yeah. In terms of what was the transition like over to pro? Because obviously a lot of people like Carl Frampton said he says it's almost a completely different sport.
Absolutely different sport. And I found like when I first started sparring on pros, like the first 3 rounds I'm jabbing the head off them all, and then I'm like, and they don't care. They're getting tighter shots, and then the next 2 rounds you're getting battered. It's a completely different pace. So it's something that I had to adjust to. You know, it wasn't bouncing around like a rabbit. Like I had to sit down on my shots and, you know, pace myself and put more sting into the shots, and that's something that I developed just as I went along. Like.
So you've been managed very well now, obviously with David. And how do you think things are going now in your career in terms of fight to fight? How's it being built?
I think I'm improving every fight, particularly with me power and stuff. I'm after having 3 knockouts back to back, so I'm punching hard. I think I'm starting to develop man strength now, which is something I didn't have when I started. Been doing a lot of training with Johnny Comey in Body Conscious Gym, and he's turning me into a big welterweight. You know what I mean? And I'm hitting harder than I ever hit, and people are seeing it in sparring, and you're seeing it in fights as well. So I think everything's going well. Yeah.
Obviously, the Irish domestic scene, it's starting to get more exposure, but it should really be getting more. Obviously, where do you see yourself finishing your career? Like, where would you like? What would be your ultimate goal at the moment? I know everyone who gets in the professional game would love to be world champion, but ultimately, to you, like,
look, I'm just gonna take a fight by fight. This is the first step to what I believe is going to be a very good career, and hopefully after when I win the Irish title, I can go down the European route, and then we see what happens then. You know what I mean? But obviously, world championship. Everybody says they want to be world champion, but we're just going to take a fight by fight and see where it brings us.
What's your dream fight? What's the dream fight you'd like before the end of your career? Maybe anyone there.
Who would I like to box? Any boxer?
Any boxer? Welterweight, super welterweight, whatever.
Jeez. I was gonna
the answer I got from Gary Cully, because obviously he's a lightweight. He said Lomachenko can keep his belts.
Yeah, no.
So yours would be Crawford.
I wouldn't want to fight Terence Crawford. I wouldn't fight Terence Crawford with a pole. I don't know who. I don't know. The most big. I'd like to fight Amir Khan, because I think if I hear him, I'd knock him out. He has no chin.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably Amir Khan. Yeah.
Amir Khan. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Just to kind of off the top, you know, you were sparring Declan Gowdy.
Yeah.
And he's just fighting with Mark McCullough coming up. How do you see that fight going yourself?
I think Deco wins. I think Deco is the better boxer. I think if Deco sticks to the game plan, he beats him. I think Marco's going to try wear him out down the stretch, but I think Deco is too skilled. I think Deco beats him. Yeah.
Right. Well, I really appreciate your time. Best of luck when you go over now in May, and I hope to be speaking to you after it.
Thanks very much.
And then you can tell me who your next fight is booked with.
Thanks very much. Can I just mention?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say a big thank you to my sponsors: Dublin Plumbing and Gas, CSL Scaffolding, D7 First Aid, and Bowbell Security. And also big thank you to my coaches: Richard Fox, my manager David Murphy, Snowy, all the lads who look after me, and all my family and friends, and John at Body Conscious Gym.
Brilliant. Right. Well, thanks very much for your time, and thanks very much to David as well.
Cheers.
All right. Thanks.